Want to boost your home's value without major renovations? Here are 3 tips on curb appeal that will take your home to the next level. Stick around. They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and it goes double for your home. Whether you're selling or staying, curb appeal can instantly raise your home's perceived value and even make you feel more proud every time you pull into your driveway. So hang out with me as we talk about curb appeal and what are those 3 tips. All right, so first off, right away, I want to talk about what those tips are. Number 1, texture. 3 different types of textures on the front of your home. I'll explain more in a little bit. Number 2 is going to be lighting. Lighting is so key to elevate your curb appeal. And number 3 is going to be landscape. Let's dive a little bit deeper into those and let's get closer to the house. All right, so tip number 1 is use 3 different textures on the front of your home. So I know that maybe not every single home has the depth and the complexity of this home, Cedar and Slate, but the thing that I'm going to point out to you is the detail that is the different textures. So 1, we've got these wood wrap columns, and these are great. They're smooth, and this house is much different than our typical homes here in Arizona, where there is no stucco on the front of this house, or anywhere on this house rather. So we've got wood column beams or wood columns, and then we have brick. This is a veneer, but we've got veneer brick, so that's texture number 2. And then in the side here, in this cavity right here where there's the window, we have our cedar shake. And this is real cedar shake, not the Brava shake. So you're gonna see that this element right here is a great example of having the 3 different textures on the front of the house and actually throughout the house and this entire build. And just a quick note too, we're not talking about the stuff on the ground. We're just talking about the stuff on the front of the house. So it's just the front elevation of what's happening here on the exterior of the home. So some examples are brick, wood siding, metal awnings, stucco, stone, black mat fixtures, board and batten, shingles, smooth trim. All of those are great to add into the exterior of your build. All right, so tip number 2 is smart outdoor lighting. And you're gonna notice behind me these massive sconces here. These things are huge. These are great stately pieces to have at the front of the home. And obviously it's during the day, so you won't see all the different lighting that this house has. And this house isn't finished yet, so more to come on that. But with that being said, it is incredibly key to have awesome, unique fixtures at the front onset of the home, so that way it creates even more depth and interest in the front elevation of your home. Lighting often gets overlooked all of the time, but when the sun goes down and your house shouldn't disappear, lighting creates drama, security, and sophistication. Use lighting to highlight trees and architecture, down lighting for pathways and safety, and accent lighting on the house numbers, doors, and or the landscape. So one of the things that you might see throughout this front elevation are little lights that will light the path and also lighting on the stairs. Here's a little bonus tip. Don't go overboard. We don't want to push it to the max. We don't want your entire house lit up. Just accent those key features, you know, either in your landscaping, at your doorway, your house number, whatever the case may be intelligent. Don't go overboard. 2 to 3 accent lights could be enough for your home. So tip number 3 is going to be landscaping, and not just normal landscaping, not just plants that look good, but you want to have a layered effect to your landscaping. You want trees that have some height at the front elevation of your home. You want some plants down on the ground that draw your eyes down and up through the front of the home. You want roses, you want different types of trees, and you want medium height plants. These guys over here, these are medium. But the key point is not every home can have this layered effect, but what every home can have is the different heights of plants in them. So that's tip number 3. So there are so many other opportunities that we could talk about as far as tips for your curb appeal project, but the 3 that I would say are most important are add texture to the front elevation of your home, add lighting to the front elevation of your home, and add landscaping to your home. These are the key tips that I have for you. Comment below if you have any other ideas that would be of the same importance. And as always, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and have a great day.